Hello everyone. Today I want to share you about why enlightened beings are like mirrors. I think this is quite important. The reason why I say this is important is because I have noticed that many truth seekers and many people, what they do is they project themselves to these realized beings. And they project on many things. What they really do is honestly, when you take an enlightened being, they are literally like a mirror. They are literally like a blank slate. The reason is that they have gone beyond their self. They have gone beyond their mind. So they are literally blank slates. But what happens is, as truth seekers or people, they always project themselves onto these people. So they create many judgments while looking at these people. Honestly, I am not an exception. As a truth seeker in the past, I used to project myself onto these realized beings. I'm so grateful someone just pointed that out to me. So that is the exact reason why I took this up, because so you might also do the same mistake, we all do that. And it's okay, but we need to learn from that, so I want to talk about that. And if you take, Osho is someone very controversial, and many people project so many things onto him. Especially I've noticed that so much in my life, how much they just project their self into Osho. Osho is a realized being. 10 years back, let me tell you my experience that what happened with my life. I used to have an NLP coach, and I remember I was having sessions with her and all that. And this is I think 10 years back. So I used to have an NLP coach and I was working with her, and then I just took this topic up and I asked you know what, I'm just reading and listening to someone called Osho, and I find him interesting, but I think that he's extremely arrogant. And then I just stopped, and then I just asked what do you think? And I wanted to know her opinion as well, so I simply asked what do you think? She said something very interesting, and also something that I didn't really expect. So she said, she looked at me and said, you know what, Dilmi? Osho is a realized being, and you project your own arrogance to him. I was okay, that is not the answer that I was expecting for sure. But I had no choice but to accept her, because at that time, more than Osho, I trusted my coach. So I was okay, I really didn't want to take it in, the answer that she gave, but somehow I trusted her. And that really hit me when she said that he's the realized being. And then I started really reading Osho more and more, without stopping, because of her word. She said that that he's a realized being. I remember 1 or 2 years after reading Osho, I finally realized she's right. But it took some years for me to understand what she said. But I'm so thankful that she pointed out that to me, and also I was humble enough to see my own projection. I was honest to see my own arrogance, and so this is what exactly people are doing with realized beings. They go on projecting themselves. So, for example, as I said, that Osho is someone very controversial, and on top of that, like, people project themselves to Osho all the time, I could say. Like, for example, like, he used to have 100 Rolls-Royce cars, and then like, people look at him like, why does he have, like, why he needs to have 100 Rolls-Royce? It's so it doesn't make sense for them, because everyone knows that he's a spiritual teacher, and why does he like got all these cars? And then he, like, people were like saying that this man is very greedy, and even though he's talking all spirituality and everything, but still he's a very greedy man. Is it really? Is he greedy? What do you think? This is what I exactly want to say. It's not that he's greedy, it's just the people who tell him that they have their own greed, and they just project that to Osho. And that is the truth. I'm sure that people will not like to hear this, and I mean, I understand, but that is exactly what is happening. I honestly know that sometimes you even might get like some reactions, like maybe annoyance when you're listening to me right now. It's okay, I understand. Like, I had the same feeling like some years back. So it's totally fine, but I want you to like just stop and ponder. Is that really true? And see within yourself, is it really true? And let me tell you that Osho is like, definitely he was like having a very luxury lifestyle. Like, he had 100 Rolls Royce, and also he was wearing a diamond watch, so he was like having all these luxury things around him. But let me tell you that he has gone beyond it, like, and also even though he was like having all that in his life, he's not really mentally attached to that. He definitely was using all these cars and the watches and all these luxury items, but then again, he's not really mentally attached to them. He has gone beyond that. So this is what exactly happening everywhere, like these realized beings are like mirrors, so people are just projecting their own self, and they see themselves through them. And I just want you to like just, I mean, you don't really need to buy in this whatever I shared right now, but you just ponder about it. See within yourself, is that really true what she's sharing? Is it true that what Dilmi is sharing? That am I projecting myself, or is that really the case? Be honest and go within yourself and see this for yourself. That is what I wanted to share. And the reason why I shared my own experience is because then like, I have made that mistake too. So if you're making that mistake, it's okay, but we can learn from it. So, so that is what I wanted to share today, right now. And if you like this, you can like it and subscribe to my channel so you can find more videos like this into the future. And so yeah, have a great day and take care.